see that you have your guitar with you.
Yeah, I play guitar and thought it'd be really cool to compare it with the one in Juan Gris' guitar and pipe. I wonder if he played guitar. There's something really interesting about the way that this painting was arranged. It's kind of easy to get lost in.
You're right, it's almost like a jumbled up jigsaw puzzle, and all the pieces are mixed up. At the same time, Gris did a really good job of making the whole thing feel like a single cohesive piece, like it all goes together. That's tricky to pull off. Math can help us explain why these jumbled up pieces still make sense together.
Really? How does math come into the picture?
Guitar and Pipe was made in a Cubist art style, a style that emphasizes basic shapes as a way to tell about more complex objects or emotions. In terms of the math that relates, I noticed that there are repeating patterns of the shapes within the artwork, don't you? What parts of this artwork are arranged in patterns? And how do those patterns help give the work a certain feeling or structure?
I do see that there are these rectangles right here. And then I see even more patterns of rectangles continuing throughout the image, which actually feels satisfying. It's nice to have a prediction fulfilled.
I agree. It gives this work a feeling that the jumbled up pieces make sense together. Look at the angles of the frets, those horizontal metal bars too. Even though they're all inside of a single one of those rectangle segments we talked about earlier, they're set at the same angle that those rectangles are as a whole. That creates a really nice, satisfying sense of similarity between the small segment of the guitar neck and the larger composition.
Composition of the artwork. That's how different elements of an artwork are combined or arranged. Kind of how all its parts interact to create a complete piece.
I totally agree. It would probably feel really different if they were angled different from the rest of the piece. That would create a composition emphasizing a kind of mismatch, hectic energy, instead of the calm vibe I'm getting from this one.
Actually, now that you bring it up, that calm vibe probably is helped by another sort of pattern too, reinforcing the main structure all over again.
Really? What's that?
The way that the structure of the strings, neck, and sounding hole are copied by the rectangular sections and the curves of the lower half of the image, that creates self-similar elements. That means that the larger whole of the image is basically similar, the same shape, to a smaller section inside of itself. Self-similar patterns show up in a lot in both nature and mathematics. Everything from music and lightning to broccoli, crystals, and ferns.
It even looks like some of the self-similarity Gris used spills out of the painting itself. Look at the way that the picture frame in the upper left of the image looks like the actual physical frame that the painting was placed in. And then that frame has a regular repeating pattern of lines and notches.
So the pattern breaks out of the work and gets grounded again in the frame.
We should look closely at some of the other Cubist works in this gallery. Maybe we can see some math patterns that help us understand how the artwork feels to us.
Let's do it, and we can make our own artworks using some of the patterns that we noticed here. I could see mine being a Cubist rendition of my phone, or maybe my piano. I can't decide.